You guys, if you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, you need to. It's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcast, and more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. And best of all, Anchor is totally free. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Welcome to Mimesis, the podcast about all the twisted ways that art and life imitate each other. I'm Stacey Rourke.
And I'm Sandra Sheriff Zachary.
And we're your hosts on this zany adventure. And I am having a freaking mind-blowing adventure right now.
It's amazing.
I don't know how it's happening. To our listeners, you have a theory. Okay, let me explain to our listeners what's happening first, and then you can give me your theory. For those of you that may not be familiar with it, there's a site called BookBub where you can get great deals on books. And for authors to get a featured promo with them is like the golden unicorn of promotions. It's just the best, top of the tier, best you can get.
Yeah, it's like amazing. And they have like really good book deals.
They do. And like they only accept 20% of the deals that are submitted to them. They make that known when you submit. My last one was 3 years ago, and I have been trying every month for 3 years to get a promo.
Yeah.
And then 3 months ago, I got one for my Legend Saga. Whoa. And I was like, yay, awesome. This is fantastic. I can't believe it. Well, after the promo, I fell back into my habit of, okay, well, now you get back into the habit of submitting every month, and it'll be another 3 years before I have one.
Yeah.
And then I got another one the very next month.
Woot.
Which is crazy. That never happens. You never hear of that.
Yeah.
So that promo happened, and I'm still getting great sales from that. Like, it's phenomenal. And then after the deal, I started to get back in my habit of submitting every month. And I got another one. I hit my mic. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. But like, I don't know what lucky star I fell under, but holy shit. Holy shit.
I'm telling you, my theory is that we have transitioned into a parallel universe and we are getting all the luck right now. And I love it for us and you.
I do too. I love that for us because in the normal parallel universe, our luck sucks. So
it does.
If we've stumbled into a parallel universe, I'm just going to stay here. I like it here.
Yeah. So far, it's so good.
It's very good.
Because not only have you gotten like your book bug deal, we have gotten more listeners recently.
We have.
And it's amazing. We're excited you're here.
Yes. As a matter of fact, I went and got my hair done today by Miss Kayla, who's phenomenal. And she told me she's been listening to us.
Yay!
Yeah. So Kayla, if you're listening right now, hello.
Hi.
And she said that she loves our banter back and forth. And apparently every time I laugh on the show, she said it just cracks her up. So she said I have a very distinct laugh. I don't know if that's a compliment or what. But...
Oh, you do. You do for sure. I can pick you out of like a room.
My kids have said the same thing. They're like, oh, did you hear that? That was Mom.
Yeah.
It makes me self-conscious.
No, you're amazing.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so we're getting listeners. We're getting BookBub deals. The holidays are coming.
They are. I'm excited. I can't wait. It's been too long.
I know.
I haven't seen you. I know that sounds really weird, random, but
well, to have both of our families together, we haven't done that in over a year, and that's. I mean, you and I have seen each other, but like to have our entire families together just hasn't happened.
Yeah, like Evan is so excited to see the girls and Jay.
Yeah,
like he was really cute. He had the little Santa shop thing at his school where they can like. You give them money, they get to go shopping for themselves.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of got upset with me because I didn't give him money to buy you, Jay, and the girls anything.
Oh, sweet boy.
Uh-huh. Yeah. He's like
That's so cute.
super looking forward to like how many days left do we have till we leave?
Oh, well, he loves his Uncle Jay.
He
They
does.
just have the best time together.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
cute.
Uh-huh.
It's cute. And he's perfect. Oh my gosh. Bleh, purposely stingy with his loves towards me because he knows I want all the hugs. So he
Yes.
really makes me work for him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like the beginning of our trip, he'll be like, and then by the time we're leaving, he's not gonna let you go.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
He plays hard to get with me.
He does. He does. But like I said, all you have to do is give him his strawberry milk and a piece of bread, and you got him.
Good to know. You'll have to tell me what kind of milk because I know he's got a special kind. So you have to
Yeah.
tell me so I have it here for him.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Yep.
Oh, goodness. So, are you ready for the holidays? I know we need to get to this episode, but are you ready?
No. I mean, somebody just threw it at me today that I need to wrap the rest of all her family's gifts. That
Hey,
we're
listen,
bringing
I have
down.
been wrapping all of the gifts
I
that you guys
know.
have sent down here. So, I don't even feel bad about asking.
No, don't at all. No, I texted you the day and I was like, it's really hard having a birthday right at Christmas.
Yeah.
My husband's birthday is 4 days before Christmas. And trying to buy for Christmas and a birthday at the same time and make sure they're separate so that you have Christmas and birthday.
Uh-huh.
Like I am like, I don't know what to get you. You have everything.
And anything he wants, he just gets it. So,
Exactly.
and he gave you the same list he gave me.
No, he didn't give me a list at all. I just
Oh.
randomly heard him say a couple things that he wanted. And then I was like, oh. And then I was like, found out that he sent it to you as a list. And I was like, well, I can't get you that.
Well, I do have a couple things that you can get him that I didn't get him. So,
Okay. Send me that later.
oh yeah, I'll tell you. I'll hook you up.
Are you ready for Christmas?
I'm about ready. I'm done shopping. It's just wrapping things now. And
Yeah.
I'm
I
usually
can see
very
a whole little pile right over there.
yeah, there's a whole pile over there. I'm really obsessive about wrapping and everybody gets a certain kind of paper. But then I realized when you guys come down, it's not going to be till like the 22nd and you have a bunch of my kids' presents.
Oh, we're
So
not
I
going
was
to be
like,
there until the 23rd.
yeah, I'm like, I don't want to have to wrap that much stuff
Yeah.
that close to. So I'm
Yeah.
having to be a little less of a Virgo and go, okay, just wrap
Well,
them.
if it makes you feel any better, I did get special paper for the girls to where they're each separate, but they are not anything that's wrapped for us.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Because I do the same thing.
Yeah. That way you know, like this wrapping paper is for this person
Yeah.
and this wrapping paper is for this person.
And it really helps because Evan, kindergarten, he does know his name. He's learning how to read, but he doesn't know how to read very well. So having a separate one for him is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did run out of the paper that I was using for your husband's presents, so he has one of his that's wrapped in a different paper.
Oh, that's all good.
That's fine.
Yeah, as long as his birthday present is not wrapped in Christmas paper.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
All
Are
right.
we ready to dive in?
Yes.
Or I should say dance.
Dance in.
Dance in.
Shuffle ball change in. So this week we are talking about the movie The Greatest Showman versus the real life of P.T. Barnum. Yes, I did rewatch The Greatest Showman a few times just preparing for this.
I have not done my homework this week.
You've seen The Greatest Showman though, right?
I have.
It's fantastic. I firmly believe that the song This Is Me is probably one of the best pump yourself up anthems ever.
Yes.
I love that song. That said, as you listen to today's episode, keep in mind Hugh Jackman was playing a character, and the real life of P.T. Barnum should not reflect on his performance because don't hold Hugh Jackman responsible for anything you're about to hear. He had nothing to do with it, okay?
Nothing.
Because there's some stuff in here it's very cringeworthy. Real bad. Real bad. So brace yourself for that. Okay. That said, let's get started. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. First up, Zac Efron's character, Philip Carlyle, and Zendaya's character, Anne Wheeler, do not have real life counterparts. neither of these people or that beautiful trapeze love story
Oh
really
man.
happened. That scene,
Yeah.
the oh my gosh, the stars. What's the name of the song?
I don't
Rewrite the
know.
Stars, is that it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. That scene is amazing, and the trapeze and the
I mean, let's just Zendaya is gorgeous. Zac Efron is gorgeous.
you put them together and it's just magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the whole reason why I want to go to Iceland now. He's got
Honey,
that
he's not
show.
still there.
Oh, I know. I know.
I have to tell
Damn it.
myself that every single time. I'm like, I want to go to Scotland.
He is not there either.
Jamie
Actually, he
Fraser's
might be.
he might be. He might. I saw, oh my gosh, here we go. First of many tangents. Um Sam that plays Jamie Fraser
Yeah.
posted a bunch of pictures of himself with animals at a zoo recently. And
Yeah.
one of them was like a lemur monkey that was staring right at the camera with like these wide eyes and its mouth like in an O. And as soon as I saw the picture, all I could think of is that's exactly the face I would make if I saw him. Whoa.
Oh.
He's over there being all, Jamie Fraser, and I'm going full lemur monkey.
Mm-hmm.
As one does. Okay, so the love story between the two of them, Ann Wheeler and Philip Carlyle, was actually Disney's idea so that they can add a little bit more romance to the film. Because,
Yeah.
you had Hugh Jackman and his wife, but they wanted a little bit more of a younger love story in there, too.
Right.
Now, many of the other characters were based in reality.
Right.
P.T. Barnum and his wife Charity, of course, are real. Jenny Lind, the singer, was real. Tom Thumb was real. Annie Jones, who was the bearded woman. James Gordon Bennett Sr., who was the reporter. George Constant, I'm not sure how to say it, but he was AKA Constantine in the movie, who was the tattooed man. And Fedor Judichev? I don't know. I don't even know how to say it, but he was the dog-faced boy. Those were all based on real people. Now, in the movie, P.T. Barnum was nearly broke when he opened his museum. Well, in real life, he wasn't exactly rolling in dough, but he hadn't been laid off from a desk job.
Okay.
In fact, he didn't even have a desk job.
And this is like kind of the start of the freak shows, right?
Yes. Yes. And we're going to touch on a little bit how he started the freak shows, and that's the part where his actions are
bad,
pretty horrific.
Yeah.
So instead of a desk job at this time, he owned a general store, and lottery ticket sales were his primary source of income.
Okay.
Well, then the lottery was banned, and that cut his losses just down to nothing. So he had to sell his store. He then moved to New York City and began working as a showman.
Okay.
In 1836, his variety troupe, Barnum's Grand Scientific and Musical. Wow.
That's
Find an abbreviation or something. It found moderate success despite the name, which is horrible. But then the financial crisis known as the Panic of 1837 hit, which kicked off a major depression. And we know in times like that, when people are struggling to get by, they're not going to pay to go to shows or extras.
It's the necessities. You put everything aside except for exactly what you need.
Yes, you put food on your table. You know, you keep a roof over your head.
Yeah, you don't go out to eat. You don't go get your hair cut. You don't go get new clothes.
No, if there's a hole in something, you're sewing it up.
Yep.
Yeah. So ticket sales were nothing. And that led to 3 years of really hard times for Barnum. He found success again when he purchased Scudder's American Museum, which is what he did in the movie.
Yep.
And renamed it Barnum's American Museum. The museum actually did burn down in a fire on July 13th, 1865. While the origin of the fire was never discovered, Barnum's controversial lectures and exhibits
had caused a Confederate arsonist to start a fire there the year before. So it's highly likely that they just did it again. They
Yeah.
especially Barnum was
Insurance
known.
money.
Yeah, Barnum was known as a Union sympathizer, so there's people wanted him shut down. He reopened the museum in a new location, but it burned down a second time in 1868. So right about
People
then,
definitely don't want him around.
after that, he was like, you know, it would be easier. Tents, just a tented structure, that's easier to replace
Yeah.
than a building. Yeah. So that's when they went to the circus tents. Now, in The Greatest Showman, Hugh Jackman's Barnum is still relatively young when he starts his circus.
Yeah.
In reality, he was in his 60s at the time.
Okay.
And like I said, it was after his museum burnt down repeatedly. In 1870, he partnered with William Cameron Coop and Dan Castello to start. Okay, are you ready for this? If you thought the first name was bad, imagine this on marketing. P.T. Barnum's Grand Traveling Museum, Menagerie, Carnival, and Hippodrome. What? And I
That's
think
a
I said
lot.
carnival, it was caravan. Can you imagine?
That's a lot of names to try and remember.
Exactly. Just shorten it, abbreviate it, something.
P.T. Barnum Circus. There you go.
That's it. That's all you needed to put on there. Museum, menagerie, caravan, hippodrome, hot dog stand, newspaper stand, shoe polishing, first aid,
Popcorn.
popcorn. We don't need to list it all. That around that time, people started calling it the greatest traveling show on earth, which I honestly believe was because they couldn't remember the entire name.
Probably.
They were like, I don't know. It's like the
It's that
greatest
one
show.
show.
Yeah. It's the greatest one going around right now. You'll see it. Barnum took control of the circus in 1875. 6 years after that, he started his most well known partnership with James A. Bailey. The circus was rebranded into the Barnum and Bailey Brothers' Greatest Show on Earth. The Barnum and Bailey Circus had a good long run and didn't close down until 2017.
Yep.
So from 1875 to 2017.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Uh-huh. That's a many, many years.
Yeah. I know I did go to it a couple times, but the older you get, like I remember seeing, because elephants can't stand still.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts them. They have to be constantly moving. And I remember seeing the elephants like purposely shifting from side to side because they were like stuck there. There's trapped there. And it broke my heart. So I did stop going. I was like, I can't
I think my
support that.
mom took me to one and I was like, I don't even like this. Like, clowns are really creepy.
They really are.
Like, I don't want any part of this.
Yeah. Do you want to go get your picture taken with the clown? No.
No.
Not one bit.
No. No, I don't. Please.
Are you threatening
Please do
me?
not make me go.
Or the people that would go stand in line to ride the camels or the elephants.
Yeah, no.
And it was like $25 and you did like one loop around the...
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Now I know there's a zoo in, I think, Lansing that you can do camel rides, but it's not like it's not like in a circus where they're in terrible living conditions. Like these camels have nice big pastured areas than that.
Yeah. And I think they're like rehabilitated camels, or they've like rescued, which I don't know how you rescue them in here, but
that reminds me, I saw a TikTok yesterday where it was this guy pulled into a parking lot and he's getting out of his car and like a goat is walking towards him. And he was like, he's like, hey, goat, where'd you come from? Are you friendly? And like the goat's buying at him and he's scratching its head and he's like, where did you come from, buddy? And then he looks up and there's a freaking llama prancing towards him. Like all 4 feet are coming out of its off the ground because it's just prancing. And he's like, llama, llama.
You showed up at a circus.
Somebody's petting zoo door was open and all the animals had gotten out.
Yep.
I'd be like, is this how you get goats and llamas? They find you?
I
Why
love
do these
goats.
things why do these things never happen to me?
I don't know. I don't know.
I would keep the llama for sure.
Yeah.
Just bring
Until
it
it's
home
bit.
and see how long it took Jay to notice it.
There's a llama in the backyard.
It's always been there. You didn't notice that?
What?
How unobservant are you? Okay. Anyway, back to the point here. So in The Greatest Showman, Barnum seems to be a real advocate for the people. He seems to be a champion for acceptance and tolerance and gives outcasts a place where they can feel accepted and appreciated and all sorts of wonderful things.
But he just exploited them.
That's not how it went. Yeah. Okay, well, his circus didn't come until like he was in his 60s. It didn't come about until he was in his 60s. As I mentioned earlier, his career as a showman started way earlier than that. How did it begin? Well, one of his acquaintances owned a slave named Joyce Heth, who was blind and almost entirely paralyzed. His acquaintance claimed Joyce was 161 years old and worked as a nurse for George Washington. This obviously wasn't true. She was actually in her 80s.
Right.
Well, slavery was illegal in New York at that time, but Barnum found a way around it and purchased her. He advertised her as being 161 years old and made her an exhibit he could profit off of. Super
Terrible.
gross, right?
Yeah.
It gets worse. Heth died the following year, which should have marked the end of his ability to exploit her. No, it didn't. Dude sold tickets to her live autopsy.
Nuh-uh.
How gross is that?
That's disgusting.
That poor woman. He didn't even grant her the ability to rest in peace. He made even her death a spectacle. That poor woman. That's
disgusting.
It is. It's horrible. So what about some of his other acts? In the movie, Tom Thumb was shown to be in his 20s. Remember, he was a little bit older.
Yeah.
The real Tom Thumb, whose name was Charles Sherwood Stratton, was only 4 years old when Barnum started showcasing him.
No.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was just a baby. He had stopped growing when he was 6 months old and was only 25 inches tall at that time.
Oh my goodness.
Now, that was at 4 years old. By the time he was full grown, he was still only 39 inches tall. Side note, Barnum and Stratton were actually distant cousins. So I don't know if it makes it better or worse that he was exploiting a member of his own family. I don't know.
That's kind of worse because you're taking advantage of that relationship.
Yeah. Instead of protecting your own family, you're exploiting them. Like in the movie, he did train him to imitate historical figures, which is fine. That's cute, but he also had him do things like at the age of 5, he was drinking wine on stage. And by the age of 7, smoking cigars for the audience's amusement.
No, absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
No.
7-year-old little boy. I hate it. See, don't hold Hugh Jackman responsible for this garbage. Okay, so in the film, we see the bearded lady, aka Letty Lutz. Her real name was Annie Jones.
Mm-hmm.
She willingly chose to work with Barnum in the movie. Again, that's not how that went. He started displaying Annie when she was only a year old.
Ugh.
Yeah. He offered her parents $150 a week to let him showcase her. She spent 36 years working for him.
And her parents allowed this.
Yeah.
Ugh, shame
'Cause
on them.
she was born with the excessive facial hair. And they were like, okay, well, clearly she can't have any kind of normal life. So let's just send her off to the circus.
Ugh,
Seriously? How messed up is that?
it's so messed up.
I gotta say, the one good thing about the movie is the movie made it sound like, embrace who you are and own
Yes.
your truth. So they kind of took the darkness of the reality of the story and were like, okay, but let's put a positive spin on it.
Right.
Let's turn it a little bit.
Right,
So.
because everybody has a problem.
Oh yeah,
Everybody.
none of us are perfect.
None. And we all need to be accepted for who we are.
Yes.
Yeah.
It makes me think, like, the kids and I have been marathoning Modern Family again because it's one of our comfort shows. And we just watched the episode when Gloria's pregnant and she's singing all the time and she just cannot sing, has a horrible voice. And that it's so bad that her husband eventually has to tell her, listen, you are beautiful. You are amazing. There's so many things that you're great at. You're a horrible singer. We all have our stuff, man. Okay. Now, Lutz, during the 36 years that she worked for Barnum, she did develop a talent for music, which is one of the reasons they decided to showcase that in The Greatest Showman and give her the power ballad of This Is Me. So
that's awesome.
That touched on her abilities there a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember Jenny Lind, the singer in The Greatest Showman? She was the one that was the Swedish nightingale.
Yeah.
Okay. In The Greatest Showman, and there was another movie that was made about P.T. Barnum, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but in both of those movies, they kind of hinted at the idea, or flat out said, that the two of them had an affair. There was absolutely no evidence of that.
Okay.
In reality, she only agreed to do the American tour because Barnum promised her a shit ton of money. He booked a 150-date tour where he agreed to pay her $1,000 per performance. The modern day equivalent of that for the entire tour would be $21 million.
Holy.
She was Gaga before Gaga ever Gaga'd. She was the Taylor Swift of her time. She was packing the seats, man.
Yeah.
Ties between the two of them ended up breaking because Barnum, not because, Barnum resisted her advances like the movie. That's not what happened. In actuality, she hated his relentless marketing efforts. If you think about it, his entire career as a showman, he was used to marketing, freak acts.
Right. And she wasn't.
Yeah. And he was marketing her the way he marketed those instead of, a trained vocalist.
Yeah.
And she didn't like that. She was not happy about that. So after 93 performances, she ended their partnership and finished the tour under a different management company. Side note about that, the actress who played the role in the movie was Rebecca Ferguson. She did not do her own vocals. The voice that you heard was Lauren Elrid, who was a finalist on season 3 of The Voice.
I like The Voice. That's freaking awesome.
I don't remember her from it, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
She didn't win, but I mean, she ended up getting a singing job in a major motion picture.
Sometimes, is it better to actually lose?
I think so. Jennifer Hudson didn't win either, did she?
I think she did.
I don't think she did. I know Kelly Clarkson did. I know Carrie Underwood did.
Yes. 2004. She placed in 7th.
Wow. She wasn't even one of the finals. She's got an Academy Award now, doesn't she?
Yeah. For Best Supporting Actress.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
See, well, Adam Lambert didn't win either.
No. And
now he's frickin' touring with Queen. And where's the guy that actually won? Has anybody freaking heard anything from him in a while?
No. Also, one of the other guys that I really liked was Daughtry. He didn't win, but he was pretty big too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes that pays off not to necessarily
Not to
win.
take that deal.
Yeah. Well, Adam Lambert met Queen on American Idol. They came, the two guys that were the final two. Queen came and they sang with them.
Well, that's awesome.
And if you watch that performance, the other guy does not jive with them the way that Adam Lambert does.
Yeah.
But afterwards, because he wasn't tied to American Idol and all the obligations that came with that, they were able to call him and be like, hey, how would you feel about working with us?
Right. That's
So,
awesome.
That was freaking sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so the affair between Barnum and Lind was not a thing. That picture of them kissing in the newspaper never happened. In actuality, his relationship with his wife, Charity, was a strong one. In his autobiography, he spoke of his wedding day and said that he became the husband of one of the best women in the world.
Aww. But you exploited people, so I can't be all super aw.
Exactly. Aw, you're still a horrible human being.
Yeah.
What I'm about to say here in a minute is gonna kind of add to that. He loved and cherished Charity until her death in 1873. They were together for 44 years. Sweet, right?
Yeah.
1 year after his death, he married another woman.
After her death?
Yeah, they were together for 44 years. 1 year after her death, he was already remarried. No. 44 years? No.
No.
I die at 44 years. Get in the coffin with me. Come on. It's time to go.
Yeah, that's almost as bad as my mother.
Yeah.
A month later.
Yeah. Flirting with people at the wake. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's just a little family drama for you. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, but there's a mourning period that needs to happen. You should not be you shouldn't be dating in a month. You should not be remarried in a year.
No, my mom was remarried in a month.
She wasn't remarried.
Yeah. He died April and she married him in May.
What?
Yeah.
Married who?
Monty.
Oh, I was talking about your dad. I'm so confused.
Oh. No, she met Mike in a year.
No, dude. The fact that we were confusing which time her husband died and how soon after she was dating. Wow.
Yeah.
You're airing some dirty laundry here, but like, whew.
Yeah.
Anywho, yes, yeah, there needs to be a downtime.
Yes.
Mourn, get to know
Yes.
yourself and who you
That's
are.
it. That's
before
it. You need to get to know yourself, and like you've changed as a person through
Yes.
all of those years. You have changed. You cannot just grasp onto the next person that walks into your life.
No, you're going
can't.
to expect them to fall into the exact pattern of your former spouse. That's not fair to them.
No. You need to go through all of the motions. You need to feel your emotions.
Exactly. So the girl that he remarried, her name was Nancy Fish. Excuse me, woman.
Fish.
Fish. They remained married until he died. So apparently he was a serial monogamist. He just needed somebody there.
I guess good for him for not just dating and divorcing or marrying and divorcing and whatnot. Good thing that he stuck with her, but you still should have waited.
Yeah. I mean, at least he didn't take the Nick Cannon approach to family life. Is he trying to repopulate the earth? What is he doing?
Something. He's doing everything.
Everything. Everybody. Okay. The women that go to bed with him anymore, he's going bareback everywhere. Come on now.
Yeah. But I mean,
Gross.
maybe they're thinking payday.
Okay, but you're splitting it with so many other women.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Still, he makes a lot of money.
Man. I don't get it. I
Nope.
don't get it. That's too many baby mamas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Sorry.
Dealing with one is hard. Imagine dealing with
I'm dealing with
36.
one baby daddy. I don't need like baby mamas are crazy. Oh no, thank you.
Especially when they think that you still have feelings for the guy.
Oh my gosh, that's the worst. No, I don't want nothing to do with him, honey. I got rid of him for a reason.
There's an X before his title for a reason.
Yeah. No, thank you.
I'm actually praying for you. Okay. Oh goodness.
Do you want to
okay.
run? You can run away. It's fine. We'll all be okay with it.
No one
Just
will
go.
judge you. Matter of fact, we'll high five you because you came to your senses. All right. So the film also shows a ton of outrage about the circus and the museum. Obviously, there were some people that didn't like it. They kept burning it
Yeah.
down. Which would be hard not to take personally. Really? Again? Come on.
Yeah.
A lot of people at that time considered theaters in general to be a den of sins. I've been to some movies that I thought the same thing about. Showgirls, just saying.
Yeah.
Came out of that movie theater dumber than I went in. I just paid to watch that? Oh. Okay. But still, when the theater burned down, there were people that mourned it. There were supporters that were bummed about it. I mean, there would have to be. The place was a success. He had a thriving business. That doesn't happen unless you have patrons that appreciate what you're doing and support it.
Right.
Unfortunately, the haters ruined that arrangement for pretty much everyone. While the circus itself had a lot of haters, that cannot be said for the movie The Greatest Showman, which won 17 awards, 17, including a Golden Globe, and was nominated for another 32, including an Academy Award.
Wow.
Yeah, it won a lot of awards.
Oh, I guess I didn't realize that. Dang.
Yeah. It didn't win an Academy Award, but it was nominated for one.
I mean, still a Golden Globe is great.
Yes, exactly. Speaking of, they're starting to announce award season nominees a little bit at a time here and there. They're coming out. We haven't quite got to the Academy Awards yet, but they've been. Do you know what keeps getting nominated for awards?
What? Elvis. Your boy.
My boy. Oh, I love it. Yay. I'm just saying, if Austin Butler does not win an Academy Award, I'm starting a riot.
He did a really good job.
He did.
Yeah.
My daughter got a haircut today. It's shaved on the sides. It's a little bit longer in the front. She really, really, really wanted it dyed black.
Her hair is really, really dark.
Which is, that's why we didn't go black. But she's got like a little green in the front. But one of the reasons she wanted that cut is it's kind of Elvis-like.
I love it.
Yes. And she wants to find a pink suit like what he wears in the very beginning. Like she wants to find a pink suit like that. That kid has such a sense of style. It just blows my mind.
She does. I love it. I love her. I can't wait to see her and hug her.
I remember being her age and being so self-conscious. Like, I didn't want to stand out in any way. I wanted to just blend with my surroundings and blend with those around me. She's not like that at all.
No.
She's like, I want to cut my hair and I'm going to cut it, and I want to dye it green and I'm going to dye it green, and I'm just going to do me. And
I will say I did my hair a lot. Like, I remember lots of colors.
Yeah.
But that was about as far as I went. I wore what was trending.
Yep.
To blend in. Like, I did get my varsity jacket, but like, other than that, like, everything was what's on trend. Except for my shoes. I wore skater shoes. Wait,
Uh,
she's in her freshman year.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was full on emo freshman year. But after freshman year, I was very blended.
Yeah. Well, see, I was a cheerleader, so it was easy to blend in. There was 10 other girls wearing the exact same thing I did all the time.
Yeah.
I made it really easy to blend with the pack.
Yeah.
But yeah, she went to orthodontist the other day, and for her birthday, I wouldn't let her get her nose pierced, but I got her like the fake nose rings that are like magnetic, or they just
Yeah.
clip on. She comes out of her room with like these cool hoop earrings, and she's got like her hair done and this beanie cap on and a nose ring. She's wearing a choker and a flannel shirt, and like she just looked so cute. And she's going to the orthodontist. Like, I feel like I should be taking you somewhere else.
Right? Like, do you want to go to the mall?
I feel like you're dressed for the mall. Oh, well. Okay, so that's all I have about The Greatest Showman. But I did come up with another this or that game.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This first one I already know, so. Hugh Jackman or Zac Efron?
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron or Zendaya?
Really? That one's hard. Zac Efron. Oh, wait. There has to be a clarifier. Zac Efron with a dad bod.
Okay.
Not his, like, High School Musical days. Like,
That's fair.
yeah.
That's fair. Trapeze or high wire?
Neither.
Just lay
I'm
down
terrified
and
of heights. But maybe trapeze. No,
Trapeze, you have a big net under you.
Yeah, high wire, you have a net too, hopefully.
But if you're a wimp, no.
Maybe high wire because trapeze is swinging and motion. No, neither.
Neither. I'm not doing that.
No.
Okay, clowns or contortionists?
Contortionist.
Okay. Juggling or acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Elephants or lions?
Elephants.
Okay, so songs from the movie The Greatest Show or This Is Me?
This Is Me.
Never Enough or Rewrite the Stars?
Rewrite the Stars.
And final question, okay? If you could do one circus act, what would it be?
I don't know. I really don't know.
You're selling popcorn up in the stands?
Maybe. Maybe it would have to be something like, I don't know. I can't think of any like circus acts.
We got the guy that rides the motorcycle in the like the loop-de-loo thing.
Nope.
Lion tamers.
Nope.
Yeah, you're selling popcorn.
This is where I think I let my fear control me. Because I am afraid of doing a lot of stuff. And I won't even give it a try. And like I can't even like wrap my head around it to even pick something like the high wire or the thing. Like no.
You can't even think about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I would never put myself in that situation to do that.
Well, I've done the trapeze.
I know you have, and you guys look like you had an amazing time doing it.
Well, I will say it's scary as all shit. It's scary as all shit because, like, first of all, you have a rope attached to your back, and there's somebody holding on to you that is like controlling your motion and your fall, and you got the straps overhead, but still you have to let go of the swing at some part, and there's like a part in your brain that is telling you don't let go. Let go. Why would you let go? So it's a very, very primal feeling that you have to like fight past.
Yeah.
And I was shaking the entire time. But
my problem is, and this is where I'm a bigger girl and I let my weight hold me back because I am terrified that it's not going to hold my weight.
Oh, yes, it would.
I know it would. I know physically it would, but mentally I can't get past it.
I could see that. I also think you would grab onto the trapeze, but when you're holding onto the thing, I think that same mentality would cause you to let go.
Yeah. Well, that, and I have no upper body strength. I would just be like, whoop. I'm gonna try, but the second it like swings out, I'm gonna lose my grip and fall.
Yeah. I did the thing where you swing out and then you hook your legs over it. And
Yeah.
then he tells you to let go with your hands. So you're just swinging from your knees.
Yeah.
And when he first told me to let go, my first response was no. Like I said no because I couldn't. But he just kept me swinging there and he was not going to let me down until I let go. And it wasn't for very long, but it was long enough that I realized that he's going to make you do it.
Like, see, if I could actually like sit on it first and I didn't have to hold it with my hands and then like fall backwards and do like a swing like that,
There's
I'd be
no
fine
other
with
way
that.
to get on it.
No, I'm saying like, I don't know. Like, I for some reason think of like gymnastics that like you grab the bar and then you swing your feet like up and then back over.
What you have to do, okay, so you're on a platform high up in the air, right?
Yeah.
And the guy that's helping you grabs the swing, like with a
Okay.
hook thing, and pulls it close. But in order for you to grab onto it, you have to trust him completely. And you have to stand with your toes on the end of the platform and lean out with your arms out to reach for it. So, like,
Yeah.
there's nothing. If he wasn't holding you, you'd go face first over the edge. But you just have to trust him and reach out. And that was probably one of the hardest parts for me because I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know this man. I don't know him.
Yeah.
How do I know he doesn't have a sick desire to watch me face plant?
Like, watch this.
She's really shaking. But I did do the thing. I let go. I swung from my knees and then I did a flip off of the thing and it was fun. My husband did the release where he actually jumped from one swing and caught the arms of another guy that was hanging upside down.
That's awesome.
I didn't do that one. I was like, listen, I have trusted one stranger today. I cannot trust two. That's just way too much for me.
Uncle Jay is very, very like he wants to go skydiving.
Yeah, no, I'm not jumping out of a perfectly good plane.
Yeah. I don't want to go skydiving, but I want to go to one of the aerial, like into the tube where you kind of like skydive in there. I want to do that.
The big giant fan that blows you up and
Yeah. I want to do that, but I don't want to jump out of a plane.
I have no desire to jump. I'm not gonna plummet towards the earth if I can avoid it in any way.
Not at all.
Okay, so I'm going to go down my list real quick. Hugh Jackman or Zac Efron? I got to go with Hugh Jackman. Zach or Zendaya? I got to go with Zendaya. Like, damn. Trapeze or high wire? I've done the trapeze, so I would do that again. Clowns or contortionists?
Yeah.
Clowns are terrifying. Juggling or acrobatics? I love acrobatics, and also I think there's nothing better than acrobatic fails on TikTok.
Yes.
Those are one of my favorite TikToks to watch. Elephants or lions? Probably lions. Big pretty kitty. Songs, The Greatest Show or This Is Me. I think we all know This Is Me. I've proclaimed my love for it. Never Enough or Rewrite the Stars. I'm going Rewrite the Stars. And what circus act I would do? I guess the trapeze because I've done it. So I would not be good, but I would do it. Yeah, so that's all I have for us today.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything fun and new?
Yes. He was a horrible man.
Yeah.
But just think of him, just go off of The Greatest Showman.
Yeah, just go with Hugh Jackman.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do have a few new things that we want to touch on for our listeners.
Yes, we do.
Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. First of all, we are going to be taking 1 week off of having a new episode releasing, and that will be the week of Christmas.
Yes. We have not taken a break at all.
We have not missed a week since we started.
Yes.
We are giving ourselves the week of Christmas.
Yes, we'd like to spend time together.
Yep.
And create new content for you.
Yes. While we are together, we are going to try to record a couple episodes. So
yes,
we will be back with let's see. I'm going to pull up my calendar real quick so I can make sure I have the dates right.
Yep.
So there will be the 19th, we will have a new episode. And then the one after that will be January 2nd. So
for the new year.
That's right. So we have that going on. Sandra, what else do we have?
We have created a way for you guys to subscribe to some episodes. So you get, with the subscription, I think it's $3.99.
$3.99 a month.
You get to get bonus episodes
Yes.
and exclusive episodes.
As well as ad-free content. You would never
Ad-free
hear another
listening.
ad.
Yep.
We are promising one free episode or one bonus episode a month to start.
Yes.
But the more subscribers we get, the more love we're feeling. We will for sure add on more from there. So
Absolutely.
if you're a fan
Yep.
of the show, please consider subscribing.
Yes, and you can find that at anchor.fm/Stacy-Rourke. I don't know why it comes up with just your name.
Why does it come?
I don't know.
That's weird. Probably because I opened the account in the first place.
Probably.
And we
yeah.
didn't think
And
that
I
we were
think your
ever going
name
to
is-
use that account for anything.
Yeah.
Oops.
But hey, it's there.
Sorry.
So again, that's anchor.fm, the little slash, and then Stacy-Rourke.
Why didn't I write mimesis? Like we had the episode. Why didn't I?
I don't know.
Sometimes I bug me. I mean, legitimately, I bug me.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I'm not mad about it.
I would be. I'd be like,
Because-
bitch, where my name at?
No, you want to know why it doesn't bug me?
Why?
You have your name out there. You're an author. And
That's true.
this is another way of what comes up when you look up you.
That's actually true.
So I'm not mad about it because me and my little no name.
You're like, I'll ride your coattails, baby.
Uh-huh.
Snap them out. Let's do it. Love you.
I love you.
Oh, at least you're honest.
Uh-huh.
You've been
Hey,
doing this a
you can-
decade.
You can look up my name on Amazon now too, and it actually pops up with mimesis. Yeah.
Cute. I love that. Isn't that fun to see for the first time?
It is. It is. You told me about it. Like, you can search my name and mimesis pops up. And I was like,
I
does
wonder.
mine? So he did. And I was like, look at that.
I'm on Amazon.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's fun. And, you know, what's really fun is when people are asking, like I do this with my books, and now you'll be able to do this with the podcast. If people are ever like, you know, where can I find it? You can say things like, just go to Amazon and search my name. It'll pop up.
Yeah.
I say that about my books all the time. Just search my name. That's fine. They'll show up.
Search my name. Yeah. I know you had me doing some administrative things. And I'm like typing in certain things. And I'm like, look at that. Look at that.
She's everywhere. That's 12 years worth of the work that you were looking at there.
Uh-huh.
Whew.
And that's where it's getting you these book bubs, and we're doing great things.
That's right. Whew. Let's just hope it keeps on keeping on.
It will. We've got great things coming in this next year.
Awesome. I'm happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of those things, one of our episodes that we're going to do before the end of the year, we're going to do a holiday episode, and we're going to do
Yes.
kind of a New Year's resolutions and goals for the upcoming year. We're going to talk about those kind of things.
Yep. Like your traditions that you do for the holidays and everything.
All sorts of festive stuff.
Yeah. Because you have had to have seen that one movie that you're like, I need to do that. So
Lots of
life
them.
is imitating art.
Yes. Yep. Speaking of which, I watched a holiday movie I had never watched before recently. And I watched it with my kids. And that movie is Love Actually. Why did nobody tell me all of the nakedness that there is in that movie? This is not a family movie to watch with your kids.
Love Actually?
Yeah.
I don't remember this one.
That's got like Alan Rickman and Hugh Jackman and all sorts of people in it.
Oh, I've seen this one.
Yeah, two of the people are like porn stars, and they're just having conversations in between these like sex scenes. And I'm watching this with my kids, and I'm like, oh my God. Don't watch it with your kids.
I won't.
I wanted to watch a Christmas movie, and I'm like, well, there's that guy's butt.
Nope.
So,
I
public
love
service
Christmas
announcement.
movies.
What?
I said I love Christmas movies.
Yes.
Like I watched 2 of them on Friday.
What'd you watch?
I watched.
Do
I
you
don't
remember?
remember.
Were you there?
No. Oh, The Holiday.
I have never seen it.
It's kind of funny.
Okay. What's the other one?
The Noel Diary. It's got the guy from This Is Us.
Haven't seen that one either.
It was really
I
good.
did watch last year Noel. I think that was the name of it. Noel with oh my god, what is her name from Pitch Perfect? Anna Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick.
That one was really cute.
That was cute.
I liked that one a lot. This year, the holiday stuff we've been watching Christmas Light Wars.
Which you could get in.
Dude, we're
We'll
going to
have
talk about that in our
next clip.
Yeah, we need to talk about that because no joke. Like my
Yeah.
husband watches an episode of that and he's like, I need more lights.
Yeah. Well, don't bring him. Well,
I know. Next week.
damn it.
But we've also been watching the holiday wars on the Food Network.
Yeah.
Where they put together the big holiday scenes.
Yeah.
And the last one that they did was Peanuts. And there was, Charlie Brown was in one, Snoopy was in
that's
one,
awesome.
Linus was in one, and they were so cute. Absolutely adorable.
That's adorable.
So,
yeah, we really watched the greatest. That's not it. The British Bake Off.
okay, yeah.
Is it the Greatest British Bake Off?
I don't
that
know.
doesn't
I've never
sound
watched.
right.
No, it's just
The Great British Bake Off. There we go. I knew I had the great right, just not the right tense. But we watched that. They have a holiday special, and it mostly brings back like all your favorite bakers
Oh, that's cool.
from previous seasons. So it's really fun to watch.
And all holiday goodies.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes. And it's right on Netflix, which is nice.
Very. Well, we'll talk more about this stuff next week in our next episode. But for now, until next time, bye.
Bye.